Bev's movie log, tape 13, date September 6, 1980. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Villains Ranked. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Premiered on September 13th of 1969. It was a warm sunny day, the kids were playing outside, or a rainy day like I have no clue, and you know who has? Scooby-Doo! It was a huge hit. I used to binge watch the show back in the day, but it turns out when you're not 12 anymore, it's not quite working for you. If you're an adult and still can sit through 5 episodes in a row, you're either liar liar pants on fire, or I guess you just like it then. Weirdo. Why it's not good for grown-ups, one might ask. I mean, where the should I really even start? The concept of every episode is literally copy-paste. The characters are one-dimensional and the animation is half-cooked. Shaggy and Scooby still like it, but they also like chocolate-covered hot dogs, for crying out loud. But the idea that a bunch of teens travel in their van and solve monster-related mysteries, where monsters reveal to be disguised people, that's what kept the show running. This ranking stands on 3 pillars. First pillar, legend. To make people believe you're a real monster, you gotta come up with a spooky story. Second pillar, tricks. Since you're only an imposter, the more faking skills you have, the merrier. And third pillar, verdict. Could have been called personal opinion, but verdict sounds fancier. Now hold on to your hula hoops, there's more. At the end of the tape, you'll find the ranking of Scooby and the gang, cause obviously you're just dying to know, right? There! Now we can start. Number 28 is Ape Man from the episode Never Ape an Ape Man. The legend has it that the ape man burned down the old mansion years ago and now he has been seen at night. Whatever. In reality, it's Carl, the stuntman, who tried to sabotage the film because he wasn't given the lead role. Tricks? None. The ape man should be half ape, half man. This is just a gorilla. Sure, they are big and scary, but they are only animals. We're talking monsters here. Number 27 is Creeper from the episode Jeepers, It's a Creeper. The legend has it that the Creeper is a phantom that can walk through walls, who's been robbing a bank at night. Yeah, I know, it's stupid. In reality, it's Mr. Carswell, the bank president, who's been robbing his own bank. Tricks? None. The Creeper is an uninspiring green hobo, which we have 2 of. At least he's a little bit creepy. Number 26 is Ghost of Zen Tuo from the episode Mystery Mask Mix-Up. The legend has it that Zen Tuo was a great warlord, whose golden mask was stolen many centuries ago from his crib, and now his ghost has returned to claim the mask. In reality, it's A. Fon, the Oriental art dealer, who's actually the leader of an international smuggling ring. Tricks? None. The ghost of Zen Tuo looks like an angry monkey with a pot lid on his head. The legend is alright though. Number 25 is Ghost of Mr. Hyde from the episode Nowhere to Hide. The legend has it that Dr. Jekyll has been working on a new vitamin formula, and after testing it, he might have started to turn into the ghost of Mr. Hyde. In reality, it is Dr. Jekyll, but the failed scientist who's been stealing jewels. Tricks? Climbing walls using suction cups. The ghost of Mr. Hyde, aka 50 Shades of Green, looks nothing like Mr. Hyde. And don't get me started on the ghost part. If you want to hear more about the real Mr. Edward Hyde, check out our ranking of Universal Classic Monsters. Number 24 is Indian Witch Doctor from the episode Decoy for a Dog Napper. The legend has it that the Indian Witch Doctor is responsible for deaths of Spanish conquistadors buried in the desert. In reality, it's Buck Masters, the owner of the first dog stolen, who's actually the dog napper. Tricks? Ghost projection. The Indian Witch Doctor isn't scary, and we have 2 of them, but his connection to witchcraft is unsettling. Number 23 is Caveman from the episode Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright. The legend has it that scientists found a 2-million-year-old caveman in the Arctic. A research vessel was taking him to Oceanland for study when he was lost overboard during a storm at sea. In reality, it's Professor Wayne, the researcher, who tried to steal his colleague's invention, a marine life communicator. Tricks? None. The caveman is better than the ape man. In fact, I'd love to spend a day at the museum, by myself. Or a night at the museum. Number 22 is Witch Doctor. Now we're just going around in circles. From the episode A Tiki Scare is No Fair. Second season sucks! The legend has it that the Witch Doctor is the messenger for Manu Tiki Tia. In reality, it's John Sims, the journalist, who's been poaching pearls. Tricks? None. The witch doctor is also not scary, also connected to witchcraft, but the Hawaiian spin is what makes me lean towards this one. Number 21 is Miner 49er from the episode Mind Your Own Business. The legend has it that the Miner 49er came to Gold City in 1849, and he can't rest until he finds the last vein of gold. In reality, it's Hank, the hotel caretaker, who tried to force the owner out of business to get his oil. Tricks? Faking height using stilts. The Miner 49er fails at scares probably because he bears resemblance to Gandalf the Grey. Number 20 is Zombie from the episode Which Witch is Which. The legend has it that the zombie was brought to life by the old witch with her voodoo magic. In reality, it's Zeke, the store owner, who tried to find the armored car he hijacked and sunk in the swamp. Tricks? None. The zombie that was reanimated with witchcraft is not my type. My type is decaying, flesh-eating, fast-running zombie. Number 19 is Scare Pair from the episode Mystery Mask Mix-Up. The legend has it that the Scare Pair are the living dead emissaries of Zentwol's ghost. In reality, it's Aphon's henchmen who tried to get back the golden mask, which contained shipment information. Tricks? None. The Scare Pair's masks and geese are badass, kinda remind me of hockey masks. I wish we had a movie killer who'd wear a hockey mask. Number 18 is Manu Tiki Tia from the episode A Tiki Scare is No Fair. The legend has it that Manu Tiki Tia terrorizes villagers. He wants them to leave the forbidden ground. In reality, it's John Sims's henchman who's been poaching pearls. Tricks? Giant robot. Manu Tiki Tia is the largest villain of the show, plus it's a robot, so very original, yet somehow very forgettable. Number 17 is Ghost of Elias Kingston from the episode What the Heck's Going On. The legend has it that the ghost of Elias Kingston wants the Weatherby fortune back, otherwise he will curse the entire family with old age. In reality, it's Stuart Weatherby, the uncle, who tried to trick his niece into giving up the family fortune. Tricks: flying using propeller, professional makeup, ghost projection, and making weird noises using recording. The ghost of Elias Kingston is so blue, his skin is blue, his voice is blue, his intentions are blue. The animators probably came up with him out of the blue. Number 16 is Dark Knight. Hold on, wrong tape. Black Knight from the episode What a Night for a Night. The legend has it that the Black Knight is supposed to come alive when the moon is full. Sounds more like a werewolf legend to me. In reality, it's Mr. Wickles, the curator, who's been forging paintings. Tricks? None. The Black Knight is interesting. The thought of a suit of armor moving with no one inside is kinda intimidating. Speaking of werewolves, number 15 is Ghost of Silas Sloan, the werewolf, from the episode Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Werewolf. The legend has it that Silas Sloan was once a werewolf, and now he came back as his ghost. What a fascinating life! In reality, it's a nameless sheep rustler who's been, how should I put it, rustling sheep. Tricks? None. The ghost of Silas Sloan the werewolf is quite ridiculous. First of all, when something crawls out of a grave, it's a zombie. Second of all, why not a demonic vampire possum from outer space? Number 14 is Phantom of Vasquez Castle from the episode Hustle in the Castle. The legend has it that Vasquez was a pirate who sailed the seas in 1612 and used the old castle for a hideout. In reality, it's Bluestone the Great, the ex-magician, who tried to find the Vasquez treasure. Tricks: flying using wires and ghost projection. The Phantom of Vasquez Castle is a classic ghost, and being an Operation Appreciator myself, I gotta give the Spectre some credit. Number 13 is Mummy of Enka from the episode Scooby-Doo and the Mummy 2. The legend has it that the Mummy of Enka vowed that if he were ever removed from his tomb, he would come back to life and turn those responsible to stone. In reality, it's Dr. Najib, the researcher, who tried to steal the ancient coin that unlocks the diamond scarab. Tricks: sculpting concrete statues. The Mummy of Enka, and I don't mean the mother of a Romanian girl, is the oldest story in the book. Been there, done that. If you want to hear more about mummies, give tape 7 a try. Number 12 is Ghost of Redbeard from the episode Go Away, Ghost Ship. The legend has it that Redbeard was a pirate who terrorized the Seven Seas over 300 years ago, but C.L. Magnus's ancestors brought him to justice, so he vowed to return and avenge himself. In reality, it's C.L. Magnus, the shipping company owner, who's been hijacking his own ships and selling the cargo. Tricks: henchmen, sword on wires, rivers and making fog using dry ice. The ghost of Redbeard is not your bilge-sucking landlubber, he's the old salt. Avast ye, me hearties, all hand hoy, weigh anchor and hoist the mizzen. Savvy? Number 11 is Phantom Puppeteer from the episode The Backstage Rage. The legend has it that there's no legend. We can only assume that the Phantom Puppeteer is haunting the Strand Theater. In reality, it's Pietro, the puppet master, who's been forging $20 bills. Tricks, life-sized puppets. The Phantom Puppeteer is automatically great, because I couldn't agree more that all the world's a stage. Number 10 is Wax Phantom from the episode Don't Fool with a Phantom. The legend has it that Grisby was making wax figures for the TV station show several years ago. After it got cancelled, he swore to bring to life one of his creations from the Wax Museum for revenge. In reality, it's Roger Stevens, the TV station manager, who robbed his own TV station. Tricks? None. The Wax Phantom should be called the Wax Monster, cause that's what it is. More specifically, House of Wax meets the Blob. Number 9 is Snow Ghost from the episode That's Snow Ghost! The legend has it that Fu Manchi encountered the Yeti many years ago in Tibet. While fleeing, he caused Yeti's death, but his ghost returned to seek revenge. In reality, it's Mr. Greenway, the hotel manager, who's been smuggling jewels. Tricks: flying using transparent skis. The Snow Ghost, or the ghost of a Yeti, the ghost of a werewolf, the ghost of Mr. Hyde, meshing together different evil species doesn't make it more evil. Instead, it makes a horror hodgepodge. Number 8 is Ghost Clown from the episode Bedlam in the Big Top. The legend has it that the ghost clown is haunting the circus. But what else could he be haunting? A wedding? In reality, it's Harry, the ex-hypnotist, who tried to ruin the circus because he was sent to prison for stealing. Tricks: hypnosis and flying using balloon copy. The ghost clown is terrifying, jinkies, and I'm not even afraid of clowns, but some people are, because clown faces are so distorted that our brain fails to recognize them as human. Number 7 is Wolfman, Count Dracula, and Frankenstein's monster from the episode A Gaggle of Galloping Ghosts. The legend has it that Franken Castle is the only castle ever imported stone by stone from Transylvania, and you might know that nothing good ever comes from Transylvania. In reality, it's Big Bob Oakley, the criminal, who tried to find the Franken jewels, which were soon in the tapestry. Tricks: multiple disguises and stuffed bat on wires. The Wolfman, Count Dracula, and Frankenstein's monster are all universal classic monsters. Just watch the damn video, there's a lot more stuff there than I could put here. Number 6 is Headless Spectre from the episode Haunted House Hang-Up. The legend has it that the Headless Spectre is haunting the mansion. Yes, it's simple. Who cares? The guy doesn't have a head! In reality, it's Penrod Stillwell, the great-great-great-grandson of Jefferson Stillwell, who tried to find the hidden treasure that is rightly his. Tricks: flying using balloon, candle on wires, I assume, and painting switcheroo. The Headless Spectre is creepy. Jeepers, he's creepy. The guy has no head! But that's not the only thing he's missing. He could use a horse. Number 5 is Witch from the episode Which Witch is Which? Swish, swish, The legend has it that the witch is living in the swamp. She showed up about 6 months ago, and ever since then, no one's ever dared to go there. In reality, it's Zeb Perkins, the frog hunter, who tried to find the armored car he hijacked and sunk in the swamp. Tricks: flying using balloon copy and smokescreen. The witch is automatically awesome, any kind works. Animated broomstick riding witches, fantasy spell casting witches, horror ritual performing witches, sexy stockings wearing witches, any kind works. Number 4 is Charlie the Funland robot from the episode Foul Play in Funland. The legend has it that there's no legend, but there's backstory. You see, Charlie is the world's most perfect robot who was programmed to operate everything in Funland, but somehow he got out of control. In reality, it's Sarah Jenkins, the amusement park caretaker, who sabotaged her brother's robot because she thinks that robots shouldn't work where children come to have fun. Tricks: robot. Charlie the Funland robot is disturbing. To summarize, he's not a human, not a villain, wasn't unmasked, but he is one of the most original and memorable characters of this show. Number 3 is Phantom Shadows from the episode And Night of Fright is No Delight. The legend has it that the Phantom Shadows are haunting Colonel Beauregard Sanders' old family mansion. In reality, it's Cosgood Creeps and Cuthbert Crowles, the attorneys who try to keep control of their client's fortune. Tricks: stuffed dummies. The Phantom Shadows are the stuff of nightmares. Zoinks! Those faces, those hands, those chains. Chained ghosts are ghostlier than chainless. Kids cartoon, you say? Kids cartoon nothing. Number 2 is Space Cook from the episode Spooky Space Cook. The legend has it that the mysterious craft from another world reported near abandoned airfield Garfield, and ever since it showed up, something's been creeping around. In reality, it's Henry Bascom, the neighbor, who tried to force the farmers out of their homes to pick up the land cheap. Tricks: leaving glowing tracks using phosphorus, craft projection, making weird noises using speeded up soundtrack, stuffed dummies, and remote control car. The Space Cook is awesome. Anything that comes from outer space rocks. Even rocks. Actually, they called asteroids. Anyhow, the Space Cook is a good idea for a nightlight, don't you think? And finally, number 1 is Ghost of Captain Cutler from the episode A Clue for Scooby-Doo. The legend has it that Captain Cutler's boat collided with one of the fancy yachts from the marina, sending him down to the graveyard of ships. But before he disappeared into the sea, he shouted that he would return. In reality, it is Captain Cutler, but in the flesh, who's been hijacking yachts. Tricks: glowing using phosphorus seaweed and moving yachts using Minisub. The Ghost of Captain Cutler is a legend. Much like the space, the deep is another great source for spooky stuff. Like, wow, he's original, he's memorable, he's beloved, he's iconic, and what a great idea for a Halloween costume. And now the ranking of the gang, as promised. Yeah, like the video isn't long enough already. Number 5 is Scooby-Doo. And how come, you're probably asking? Gee, let me think. Ooh, I know! He's annoying at everything he does, he's a coward being a huge dog, he cares only about his stomach being full, and he steals food everywhere he goes. Bad dog, a very bad dog. And I'll tell you more. I wish it were just people in the show. Number 4 is Shaggy Rogers. He's basically the human version of Scooby-Doo, except instead of being annoying, he's funny. But still, he steals food as well, and that's a crime. The gang solves thousands of mysteries, yet somehow they can't bring a pair of meal snatchers to justice. Number 3 is Daphne Blake. I like her. What's not to like? Girls? Good. Dresses? Good. Redheads? Good. Her weakness is that she's a damsel in distress by nature. She can't spend 5 minutes without being caught, trapped, or kidnapped. Number 2 is Fred Jones. He has good leadership skills, he's the bravest member of the gang, and he builds the best traps. Cracks me up every time. His soft spot is that he's too nosy. And number 1 is Velma Dinkley. She's also funny, she's the brains of the group, and she's freakishly strong since she can carry the entire gang while running away. Her flaw is that she's helpless without her glasses, and she loses them a lot. Like a lot. So yeah, that was my ranking of Scooby-Doo Where Are You villains. Now good night and pleasant dreams, y'all!